When do you give up? When do you call it quits? When your AI prompting some code and the wrong code keeps popping out and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, this is wrong. Yes, you're right. I'll fix it for you. And it doesn't fix it. It makes something worse. When do you quit? When do you stop? At first, it took me a long time to stop. I used to argue, go back and forth, and it didn't really get me anywhere, right? I was just wasting time. I learned that if you work on your prompts, and I'm not saying that there's no special sauce for prompts. There is, it's just being specific, but it's up to you to figure out what works best for what you're trying to do and the models you're talking to. So I noticed with Grok in particular, Grok is great at prompt weaving, meta prompting, whatever you want to call it. It works a lot better. It actually gives you a good prompt. I noticed Gemini and ChatGPT, Claude, they'll respond with the answer. I just want the prompt, man. It goes all the way. It gives you a prompt and then gives you the response to that prompt. It just gets confused, I think. Not all the time, but most of the time. I noticed Grok does a great job at meta prompting. It will give you a prompt that's pretty accurate that I've used on multiple models, works really well. Because if I ask, for example, I say, Grok, hook me up with a class that formats a file to a PDF. It'll give me that class, but it'll be pretty messy. If I ask Grok, as a professional prompt engineer, give me the most efficient prompt to give to an LLM for a class that formats PDFs. It will come up with a prompt that works better than if I just said, hey, Grok, code me a file formatting tool that converts files to PDF, do it using solid principles, etc., etc. I don't know why it works that way, but in my experience, it works much better, and it only takes a couple seconds. The ultimate value in this is if you ask for a prompt, you then make changes to said prompt, pump it back into Grok and say, hey, I made these changes. Is this going to be better or worse? You can massage that prompt perfectly with perfect context, right? Because it's always the same information over and over again, so the LLM doesn't lose context. You're stuck in the same loop, so you're tighter knit. Because you know that back and forth with an LLM, it's tiresome, and it seems to forget what you did just 3 prompts ago, and it'll redo the same thing you just asked it not to do. Give it a shot. I know a lot of people don't like Grok. I don't care what you like. Just try that. See how it works. Grok does it best. Cheers.